Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen and I'm the Restless Thrifter. I resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, which are all online platforms where you can buy new and pre-owned items. I list all of my things to all three platforms. Usually, if anything's going to be under $10, I'll just keep it on eBay and I won't put it on the other two. But otherwise, I list everything across the board. I've tried other platforms. These are the ones I'm sticking with right now. I have finally gotten out and been able to thrift a little bit. I've gone to 3 different places or had 3 different thrifting trips in the last week, and I'm going to show you what I got. In some cases, it'll be a screenshot right here of my listing, and I will show you actually physically some other items. But for those things that I've already gotten listed, it'll be a screenshot. Okay, so this is something that I would call bread and butter for me. It is torrid, it's a size 2, which translates to a 2X basically. And it is an older top, it's from 2016, but I still loved the style. The boho look, the lace inset with the bell sleeves and the flowiness of the top. I thought it was really cute, and I'm not gonna even bother looking up sell-through rate or ASP on this because I sell torrid all the time. I will get anywhere from $15 to $25 on a torrid piece, depending on what it is. This one, probably closer to 15 to 20. And it's a beautiful like cranberry color, so it may wait to sell until fall, but it was half off of $4.99. I do try to stick to the half off at this time when I'm going to the regular thrift, unless I know it's a high ASP item, that's average sales price, because I'm trying to keep my cost of goods below $5 per piece. Even lower would be better. I really want to get back to the bins, but I have not been able to get there. I don't have the stamina right now to be able to go to the bins, so it is a regular thrift for me right now in short, small increments. I've been feeling a little bit better, so I've been trying to get out of the house, which really makes me happy to get out and about. Yesterday I went to the movies and I ate popcorn and candy, and then I went to the thrift for about 45 minutes or so, trying not to overdo it, dropped off my packages, grabbed a Starbucks, and went home and crashed for 3 hours. It took a lot out of me, but it was good to get out. So everything I'm showing you in this little section is from a Goodwill in Denver, actually technically Lakewood, Colorado. And they have one color that's 50% off and one color that's 30% off. They don't price like across the board, like all tops are this size or price or that price or whatever, and all dresses are one price. I think they have like a mid-range price and then they go up and down from there. But, it's kind of all over the place, and they do price some things up when they know what they have, is really good. Okay, so this is a Marmot brand. This is an outdoors brand. It's a size extra small women's top. I'm trying to look at the fabric. Just polyester and spandex, but it is a lightweight hooded pullover shirt in this kind of a medium gray. It has this roll tab sleeve here, and so it's just a great top for outdoors. You just never know, even in summertime, if you're going to be hot or cold from hour to hour. So it's a good piece. And I just looked up Marmot hoodie in women's activewear and under pre-owned, and the ASP is about $20 with a 17% sell-through rate. Just a quick reminder on sell-through rate, the way it's figured in Terapeak, it will cap at 100%, and so it can't go over that. It's just 100% is the highest it could be. Reacher, take your squeaky ball elsewhere, sir. So something like that with an ASP of $20 based on its condition. I'm going to go ahead and start it at $30 and see where we go from there. I do accept offers on most platforms. I'll counter if I don't think it is a fair offer. and I will also send out offers. So I will base it on the price that I see in Terapeak, but I'll always start higher unless mine is just in really poor condition. Okay, I paid 50% off of $5.99, so with tax that was $3.26. All right, so the next item I picked up mostly because it was new with tags and because of the season. I'm trying to get some more spring stuff in here. This was sold on Evereve. I'm not really familiar with that store and website, but it's Cloth and Stone. Cloth and Stone, which I think you can also find at other stores like Anthropologie at times. This is a size small. It's new with tags. Smocked wide leg pants, and these retailed for $148, and they're made of Tencel, which is lyocell, and they're super duper soft, and this beautiful light blue, sort of a chambray. They call it island wash, and I didn't really find anything on eBay, but I did find on Poshmark new with tags of this style of pant in this brand sold anywhere from $20 to $50. So I paid half of $6.99. They've got pockets. I love that. They're just a beautiful pair of spring and summer pants, and they've got that stretchy waist. Perfect for a vacation. All right, so I spent $3.80 on these after the discount and tax. Next is a pair of Lane Bryant jeans. These are white skinny jeans. And white pants season is coming up. Not everyone's wearing flare leg, you know. I think people aged 35 and up are still wearing, you know, mid-rise skinny jeans. So these were in excellent condition, which, you know, you got to be careful with white for sure. Hopefully I don't find any flaws when I'm photographing. So I get that big strong light on there. I paid half of $10.99. So right now these don't have a great ASP. It's $16, but with the 22% sell-through rate, but I think that'll increase over the next month or two as people are looking for white pants. And I would say my average sales price personally for Lane Bryant jeans is anywhere between $18 and $30. So it does depend on the style, it depends on the condition, depends on the size, all of those things. But the longer I've had them, the more willing I am to let them go for less. Okay, so this next item is something I may end up taking back. They do accept returns within 7 days of purchase. Used to be 10. Now it's 7. Anyway, these are American Eagle. And I picked them up because they were the 90s boot cut. And it's actually kind of hard to get comps because people just put boot cut and 90s in the title and they don't really mean this particular style. These were 30% off of $9.99, so with tax they were $7.61. And here's what they look like. They've got, you know, the little boot cut, a little bit of wear on the bottom from heel drag. But otherwise they're in really great condition. I always check the crotch and seat of jeans, but they don't have the greatest of comps. So I'm not seeing, it's really hard on eBay, but if I just do American Eagle 90s boot cut, I'm getting $15 ASP with a 22% sell-through rate. And then, which 22% sell-through rate is not too bad. I'd like it to be over 30%. And then when I look on Poshmark, I am seeing this exact style that sold for 20 or 24. I can still make money on these. If I have more things that I want to take back to the store, I might return them. If I don't, if this is the only item, then I'll probably keep them. Because they are a great pair of jeans. They're size 8. Okay, next item is a first for me. I was excited because I've never found any Masters, you know, the golf tournament gear. And that's the logo you're looking for to know it's the Masters tournament. And this is sold at the Augusta National Golf Shop. The brand is Slazenger. It's a size extra large. And it is a men's vest. Made in Hong Kong, likely vintage. So it's blue and green plaid, and this just screams 90s to me. Something I would have seen guys wear in college. Preppy guys, that is. This has pockets. And it is lined. It's got that kind of moisture wicking fabric. So it's a pretty cool piece. V-neck, blue and green plaid. So popular in the 90s. Need to give it a good wash. I hate ruining vintage items, so I may just baby wipe it. So it looks like the same one sold for $20 on eBay. They had it listed for $40 and they took a best offer. And on Poshmark, again, these look like they're knit instead of this wicking material, $28 and $29. So not a huge score, but I was excited. When is the Masters tournament? It's in April, so got to get that listed. Okay, and then that Masters vest is the start of my trip from the day before, where I went to the same thrift store but looked at different racks. This I found in the women's section. It is a 3XL Disney Parks tee, 50th anniversary, which they're celebrating now, so it's current. And it's got all the little Disney friends and the castle. So this would be like the classic 50th anniversary tee that you're gonna find probably still at the parks now. It was 30% off of $5.99. I didn't notice this in the store, but it does have some bleaching right there. Otherwise, I didn't see any issues. Super soft, and the comps are really varied on this. Maybe I'll start it at 35. Right, what did I spend? I don't know if I told you, but it was 30% off of $5.99. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you these because then I need to put them back in the bag. These do smell like cigarette smoke, so I need to, it's not really bad, but I need to wash them, put them outside. I'm probably gonna put them outside for a bit first and then wash them. It's a nice crisp day today. So these are overalls. I'm doing a heck of a job showing you these. They are Levi's. The only Levi's things are this tag and then one on the back pocket just like it. Oh, and then the buttons are branded. But I don't have any tags inside to know size or anything. I'll turn them completely inside out to make sure I'm not missing these. But these are light blue corduroy bib overalls. I don't even know if they're men's or women's. I want to say they're men's because the pockets are deep. A lot of times with women's, they're not. I'll measure them and I'll put the measurements in there and I'll compare against what I can find online to help me determine whether I should list it in men's or women's. They don't look really, really big, so I think I might just go ahead and list them in women's regardless. You know? They are dirty a little bit, but they don't have any major stains or rips or anything, so I think just a good airing out and soaking and a subsequent airing out. Vintage corduroy overalls were all over the place. It looked like there were some certain styles that went for a whole lot. But if I just look at used Levi's vintage corduroy overalls in Terapeak, I get a $65 ASP and a 45% sell-through rate. So they're going to do well. They're going to do well. It just may take a while because, again, I don't have a size. And even if I did, they're vintage. Sizing is different. Somebody's going to need to measure everything. I'll provide the across the chest, which is kind of hard with overalls, the waist, the hips, and then I'll provide the inseam and the full length from the top of where the overall latches to the bottom hem. And I might even do the hem opening just so people know like how much of a flare they are, because they do have a little bit of a flare. So I'll provide more measurements than I usually do, and I don't always do hips for pants. And I did pay full price for those. They were $14.99. Put them over there where they can smell all on their own. It's really not that bad, but I've got a sensitive nose to cigarette smoke, especially. Okay, this is Free People. It is a open knit cardigan. This is the back. It's a size large. It's got the Free People metal tag. And it's this oatmeal color. It's long sleeve, kind of oversized. Got these patch pockets on it. I think I found the exact one on Poshmark. This is more of a Poshmark item than an eBay item. I sell Free People on eBay, but when I go to look at solds, I'm finding a lot more on Poshmark. It's called the Last Night Stripe Cardigan in tan. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 listed, none in size large. That's good for me. And then of the solds, here's a large new with tag that sold for $25, but then a small pre-owned that sold for $25. So here's a large that sold for $40. Looks like it retailed for about $105 to $120. And I paid 50% of $6.99. Next item I also picked up because spring is coming up. It's a cute little new with tag Lulu's dress. I found this style too. It's a mini dress, this blue, do you call that ditzy floral print with these cute ruffle sleeves and open back with a tie. And like I said, it was new with tag, so it's 30% off of $9.99. It's a size medium. And there's the Lulu's. Lulu's new with tag I'm more likely to pick up than pre-owned nowadays, unless it's like a formal piece that's in great shape. But just the regular dresses, the more casual dresses, I would prefer them to be new with tag or to pick them up at bins pricing. So I paid $7.61 with tax on this. It's called the Spring is in the Air dress. I see one medium new with tags listed for $31. Oh my God, I'm boring myself. I want some coffee. This was $14.99, and by this I mean these two pieces. The skirt is a 1. Let me make sure the top is the same. Yeah, these are both size 1X, and it's this really cute floral crop length top and skater skirt. Not pretty. That's a little bit too many flowers for me personally, and I do not show my belly. But you know, I'm 40. How old am I? 48. My belly showing days, it's by choice. It's not that I couldn't. I'm just not going to. I don't know when those ended, but it was a long time ago. Okay, so this is a recent, this came out in 2022, this set. And it's this sort of a waffle texture. I don't know what you call that fabric. I'm sure there's a good name for it. Anyway, and it's got pockets. So it was 30% off of that. So I paid, I would have paid $10.49, but guys, I didn't see it on the receipt. So I don't think they charged me. I don't know what I'll get for it, but I'm going to count it, consider it like a dress, and dresses I get more. So I will say anywhere from 25 to 35. And then here's another thing I picked up that I was like, well, maybe they won't sell for much. $1.99 though for these cute little toddler, I think they're toddler or little kid Crocs. They are a size 9. I don't know anything about children. No, these are not toddler. This is a kid's. A toddler would be like, you know, little bitty. So these are kids, navy blue with gray lining. I call them winter Crocs. They're just so cute, and they're in great shape. Just got to get the ink off and the tag, fluff up the fur a little bit. Kids this age don't wear shoes. I'm sticking my nose in them. What is wrong with me? Oh my God. They actually smelled kind of good. I found comps all over the place. So like from $1.99 to $20. They are in really good condition. So I'll look up the retail price and probably price it at a third of that. Okay, so something I am attempting to start sourcing and selling is silverware. This plastic handled stuff is what I'm focusing on first. It's usually vintage. And I may have overpaid for these. These came in 3 bags that were each $1.99 full price. And they were mixed together with the green and the peach. And the green is really cheap. Like this thing that looks like metal here is not metal, it's plastic, and the paint chips off. It has no branding, and I'm just gonna donate them back. Or, yeah, I'm just gonna donate them back. I guess I could use them for camping. But I don't want like cheap plastic paint shipping off in my food. So, and then these are the ones that I picked it up for. I asked them if they would sell it to me for less if I pulled out all the greens, but no. These are Gibson, and they're these, you know, definitely a retro looking handle. It's kind of a peachy orange color, maybe salmon. And they're actually in really great shape. They weren't too scratched up for old silverware. And I did find some similar sets. This is a set of 16, so 4 large spoons, 4 small spoons, 4 forks, and 4 knives. I have sold 1 set of plastic handled silverware so far. Again, I'm just learning about it. So I'm learning about what brands, what colors and styles, and what's a good pickup. And so I'm kind of willing to take a few risks with things like this. I paid $6.50 total. Here's a set for 24-piece lot. So a few more pieces than what I have for $29.99. Here is a 21-piece that sold for $34.99. Here's a 35-piece that sold for $29. So I'm looking at, you know, $20, $25 maybe on those. But again, I am experimenting with this particular category. These need cleaned up real good. They need to be cleaned up real good. But these are the North Face. They're women's snow boots. They've got this great tread on the bottom that looked really good still. And they zip up the back. They're waterproof. They are Primaloft, which is the insulation, 200 gram insulation. They're a women's size 9. And even so looking at the insoles, they looked really good. So I felt like these had not been worn a whole lot, but had just been worn in snow, you know, which that's their purpose. This is leather. So I'll just clean them up as much as I can. All the pictures that I saw of used ones online looked pretty similar. Like this is just the way they look. They're never gonna look as good as they did brand new once you've worn them once in the snow. And I paid $9.78 for those. They were $8.99. Usually they would mark up North Face boots, so I don't know. Anyway, ASP of used ones is $24 with a 22% sell-through rate. This is the end of snow boot season, so I probably will sit on these for a while or have to take an offer of like $20. But I thought they were worth trying. One thing you'll see is that I don't pick up a lot of tops unless they're plus size. Like this Marmot one was just in the wrong section when I saw it. Because I just don't have the patience to look through all those racks of tops. I just don't. There's so many. And, you know, there's so much low value. There's so many low value items to dig through. So I like to go to categories that are a little bit more contained. Blazers, dresses, shoes, purses. I don't pick up a lot of purses because I don't know much about what to pick up. And then jeans and pants. And I avoid shirts, but I will go to all the plus size racks. For one thing, I'm shopping for myself. And for another, there's just less plus size out there. And so I want to pick up as much cute stuff as I can. It's hard to find. Okay, 2 more items that were actually from the first haul. Ooh. This is a vintage fur coat. It is curly lamb's wool, and I think it's like Persian lamb, and it's got these really neat different colors. $8.99 was the price, full price. And here's the tag. True, what does it say? Dazzler Papos Furs, Fort Wayne, Indiana. And it's a cute style. I found, I think, almost the exact same style online, and this has got pockets. It was in great condition. It does have a musty smell. I mean, y'all, this is a vintage curly lamb's wool coat, and it doesn't have any information about the fur or anything. I don't see any tags inside other than that one. But when I looked it up, it's got a beautiful lining, floral. When I looked it up, you know, through Google image, it came back pretty obviously. It does have some tearing in the lining here, so I will have to note that. It could be easily repaired. It's very heavy. I mean, I find the full length ones obviously listed for more, but anywhere from $200 to $500 is what I see things listed for. Let's see if I can find any actual solds. 11% sell-through rate, but the sold price goes anywhere from $8 to $3.50. Anyhow, I might shoot for, you know, put it for $1.99 and let it sit for a while. And then I found another fur, also vintage, and I don't know anything about furs to know how to identify it. This is Battlesteins in Houston, and it is this, I think this is mink. I'm not showing it very well. Yeah, I think this is mink. We call this a shawl, a stole. It's beautiful. And the fur is not, you know, falling apart or anything. It's just really gorgeous. I'll have to figure out how this works exactly, but it is just beautiful. And I'm not advocating for killing animals for their fur, but I do love to pick up vintage items like this. It's just so pretty and so soft. And I saw some similar, I think this is mink, y'all. So I don't really know what it's made of, but I think it's mink. And I'll just put that in the description, you know. Okay, and I do have some other things, but they are all listed items. So let me go and look, or not all of them, some of them. Okay, one of them I have behind me. This is not a brand I find often, but I love to find. It's Double D Ranch. I found a couple vintage pieces and one modern so far. This is, I think, modern. And it's beautiful black suede leather. Great condition. Just gorgeous. Not missing any of its little doodads. These are sparkly rhinestones, and these are just metal pieces going up and down. It does hook here. It's an extra small. The lining is excellent condition as well. Just a neat piece. Now, I paid $40 for this, but I think I can get $200. But I can certainly double my money on it. I do want to shoot for $200 as a minimum, though. I love it. I've got it photographed. I do not have it listed yet, but I'll be getting it listed today. Set it down on top of the other pile of dead animals. And then something else that I'll have to put a picture up because I took a photo, but I have not listed it yet, is the Sacred Threads. It's a patchwork embroidered jacket. It was in really great condition, just a cute eclectic style. I paid $4.34 with tax, and I think I'm gonna list it for like $30, $35. And then these are in the wash. They are some Lane Bryant boot cut size 20 long jeans. I paid $4.34 for those. That's like my bread and butter type of stuff, is plus size clothing and jeans. And I'll probably get anywhere from $18 to $25 for those. I don't have them photographed. I don't have a listing yet. I'm just telling you what I bought. And then I have 4 other things that I've already listed. All of these things that I'm telling you about now, I got at Mile High Thrift in Denver. And the first one is a Torrid Bombshell Skinny size 16 short. I paid $3.53 for. The next item is a great brand to look for. It's Judy Blue. I will pick it up in all sizes. These are relaxed fit. They don't look all that relaxed to me, but they're size 5/27. So that's a real small size. So they're probably relaxed fit if you're a size 5. And I paid $3.26 for them. And then I got some Democracy. I like to pick up Democracy jeans, especially the ones with the elastic waistband. This is a size 12, and it's a different style than I usually see. It's got the elastic waistband, kind of pull-on pant. They aren't really joggers. I think of joggers as having like the cuffed ankles, but I guess not always. And I paid $7.07 for these. And then I bought these Lane Bryant straight fit slim boot jeans, and I paid $2.72. I think that is officially all of the things I wanted to show you guys. This is going to be an interesting one. I also am going to be doing a sales update soon for the last full week of February, and February has turned out to be a pretty good month because I've been pushing those sales. I've been taking lower offers, sending really aggressive offers, and just trying to get as much as I can for this month while I'm not listing a whole lot. That's everything I've got to work on now, plus the death pile behind me. I would like to get my Goodwill Blue Box fully listed. I picked up 3 Goodwill Blue Boxes a month ago, I guess now, and I have that video if you want to check it out. It turned out to be pretty good. I've sold 4 of the items, but I don't have everything listed, and it's already paid for itself. So they have a sale going on, so with shipping, I think it was like $66, and it's already paid for itself, and I'm making profit already. So I want to get the rest of it out there. And I sold some things I would never have picked up myself. So I will do another one of those. I've ordered another 3 boxes for the same price because, like I said, I can't get out and thrift as much. And so I need more inventory. And because that one was, you know, pretty interesting, I found some things I never would have thought of before. I wanted to give it a go again. And I will give you an update on what those sold items are in that video. I'm just waiting for them to get here. Y'all have a great day and just keep listing. Yes. Show the people how big you are. Yeah. Show the people how big you are. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. He's so handsome. I just love him so much.